let's go to the actual technique for the day. So we're going to start in this split squat position as always right now. So just a quick background. This split squat position against the supine guard is not the idea that he comes in this position. Okay, it's more the idea that I'm coming to him and I force him into this position. Okay, I've said it a couple of times. Always make sure when you're doing this that you have as much weight on his legs as possible. Okay, one way to avoid having less weight is don't let your knees touch the ground. The minute the knee touches the ground or something, now the floor is carrying my weight and not his body. So I am automatically less. This feels more comfortable now, doesn't it? As opposed to if I just do this, that one change, I just pick my knee off the ground, now you have a lot more weight on you. Okay, and the hands aren't here to support weights, they're just here to keep my balance, okay? I have a very light touch on the ground, but the hands are not carrying a lot of weight at all. I hate to say this is vulgar, but I have no other way to say it. You really want to feel his shin in your balls, okay? If you don't feel a little bit of discomfort in your balls, you're not quite doing this right, okay? So, and we're going to start off with our general beginning. So I come up to the Michael Jackson, he starts to step out, okay? And normally when you come for a knee slide, we're wanting to come here and I frame with this arm so that he can't really bring that knee between us to beat the knee shield, okay? Now, we've been doing progressively more intelligent opponents, so ideally I would just come slide in here like we just did with the drill, okay? Now we're going to assume that my opponent is a bit smarter, a bit better, okay? And he's not going to let me just fire that off as easily as that. So I come over here, so I come, and not only does he strip his feet out, he grips a reverse de la riva on the other leg. Yeah. He pulls in a de la riva hook. And when I come here, now he brings his other leg on my arm, over my arm, and kills my frame. Yeah, like this. Okay? This is something this is what he's doing now. Now he's got my frame. I can't really knee slide from here. My knee slide is dead. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start for a scoop grip. So what I'm kind of do is I bring this hand back, and I walk his leg up onto my shoulder like this. Okay? From here, I can bring this leg in. Now I've got him in something called a staple pass. Okay? So now I've got both legs fixed. If he tries to wiggle around, this is not a comfortable position for him. And this is also not a comfortable pass. So from here, I take this hand, go in for a cross face, and I don't bring my weight on his face. I bring more weight onto this leg. You start making him do a split. How's it feel? Great. Yeah, exactly. From here, I do a little back step here, and I want this to be my position. I still have this foot on his leg. I've got a nice amount of weight in his face, and I still have this leg. Now I just scoop that leg off. Okay? Now I just realized I didn't do the best narration. I said a little back step. What I meant is little in terms of height, but not distance, okay? Something's really important when you do this back step. So we have our situation here. Yeah. Okay, so come in for my scoop grip. I start here, and now I can just walk it up to my shoulder. Okay? Now I can come in with that staple pass, okay? When I do the back step, I need to get as far this way with my back step as possible, but I don't need to go up in the air for that. So what I don't want to do is back step here, because now he can just shove me, because I have no base. Okay? That back step, you need a big back step in terms of distance. I don't have to go from here to here. Now I've got base. Now I can use this to keep him from pushing me over. When I say a little back step, I mean you don't need to do this. Okay? You don't have to have your foot high in the air like a can-can dancer. You just need to make sure you go nice and far back so that you can use that foot as a base and get a lot of weight in his face. Then I can just remove and bring it into the side control. Now I've got a great pin. And I have control of one leg as well. I can pin at my hands, put it in the crate. Okay? So, Anyone need to see that again? Yeah. Okay. Do you need to see that?
No.
Okay. Then I'll do it one more time here. This is the day you wish you did more stretching before class, huh? Okay, so up and here. Yeah, exactly. Delariva? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're here. Bring the hand comes inside, up high on the ankle, and I bring it in here. Now I can kill that Delariva hook by leaning forward. This is kind of putting that leg at a disadvantage. This leg pummels inside. Now I'm stapling. Okay? From here, I go for my cross face. Nice long back step. And then break. Okay? So I just want to add one more step, sort of a same situation, a slight variation because he reacts differently. So same idea, I'm just going to start here this time. So I'm in this knee slide position, he gets in here, I come over here, okay? And I start to bring my leg in. Now let's assume that he is, he sees what's coming and he really doesn't like this staple pass. So now he starts to frame on my knee and push my knee away. This is potentially, especially if I come into this is now very dangerous for me. Yeah, exactly. Okay? So when I notice that he starts to do this, I take my hand, come between my legs on his upper thigh, and I pin like this. Okay? I've got all my weight on this leg now. Okay? It's really hard for him now to try and close his legs. And the cool thing is if he really tries, he gives me my pass. Okay? So, really important when you're doing this frame on the leg, I don't want to be here. Yeah, exactly. Or no, you better grab my arm, pull it. Yeah, that's what I don't want to have happen, okay? I don't want to stay here when I've got this post on his leg. I want to move over here. Now, even if he grabs my arm, I can always just shuck the leg over. Okay? It's actually, when he comes like this, that helps me actually shuck his leg over, actually. It makes it easier for me. And now it also, if he's got the hold on my hand, that makes it easier for me to pass because now he has no frames. Okay? So, just a little sort of, what's if he does blah, blah, blah. So a common panic reaction when you've got this, I'm pretty sure a couple of you wanted to do this when we were practicing the staple pass, is push that knee away and get the leg back in because it's a really uncomfortable position. So again, we're here, he starts to push my knee. No, yes. Okay. No, it's still recording. The green light means it's recording. Okay, so he starts to push my leg away, bring my leg in here, and immediately go to this sort of a side position, and I've got all my weight on this hand, okay? Everything I have on that hand. So from here, I just look away, that pops the leg out, and I come into my pass. Okay? So we can start in the knee slide position with this one just to get a couple more reps in, okay?